Think we're live? Yes. What's going on, sports fans? Let me see. Are we live over here? I do believe so. Sports fans, what's going on? Patrick over here at Ghost Picks ATS coming at you with a NCAA basketball free play of the day, a little insight into that game, as well as last night's Super Bowl between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. If you had any futures from way back when I said to take the Rams on here, congratulations. That'd be pretty cool. Hopefully you showed me some tickets. But if not, that's all right. Yesterday we did have a mix of the Bengals second half, Rams first half, Bengals live. So hit pretty big on that one. That was a great way to end the NFL season. All my props ended up going about 500, splitting down the middle. Anytime touchdown from T. Higgins, Matthew Stafford rushing attempts over. We got screwed by at the very end of the first quarter. We did have the first quarter under. So all these props pretty much split, and then all the top picks cashed or pushed. So we had the Rams first half, the Bengals second half, the Bengals live, and we had the Rams winning margin. We had a 1-unit play on that, plus 350 to win by 1 to 6 points. So really raked it in to close out the year with the NFL, close out a big playoffs, big regular season. If you take away those couple COVID weeks, the NFL got destroyed all year long. Weeks 15 and 16 were two of the worst I've ever had in my entire career, no doubt about it. Those 2-3 weeks of COVID absolutely killed me. But other than that, it was as consistent as can be from start to finish all year long, and that's really what I strive for, is consistency. Not really the monster weeks as much so, but really just a long grind. Just 60% plus for like 3 years running. NFL playoffs even better. And just the same as every year, look to just completely turn the page now that is over. We have golf going on with the first golf pick of the entire weekend. The lock of the week, Louis Oosthuizen, top 20 plus 190. That cashes. So we've got a couple people. I know now I've been doing this a little longer. It's a little following, which is pretty cool. But guys that have never really bet on golf before, but they've been basketball, football. They've been with me for so long that we're starting to move on into golf, and they're following and cashing some tickets, which is pretty cool to see. Expand their horizons. As long as it makes money, it's hey, if it don't make a dollar, it don't make sense. So that's why we don't do baseball, simply put. But golf starts out hot. The 3 podcast picks for that week on Keep It Rolling were Louis Oosthuizen, top 20 plus 190. Harold Varner to miss the cut. That was our top fade of the week. He finished like bottom 5 for the weekend. Missed the cut at plus money as well. So those are the 2 locks of the week, and both hit. And then our third play was Brooks Koepka to win the tournament at 27 to 1 odds, and he ends up in the final pairing. Doesn't end up getting the win, but here nor there. It was a great weekend to start off with golf. Unfortunately, basketball takes the one hit Saturday. My Saturday college basketball is the worst. I will be laying off it next Saturday, so if you have anything, we'll be going to do NBA. I already got it planned. Pisses me off every week. I do deep dives on Saturdays because I know over time it's some of the craziest things. I think it's because there's a million college basketball games and the lines are a little less sharp. So the same numbers that where I draw an advantage midweek on Saturdays, I get crushed. There's no doubt about it. I take it easy. I reduce my volume of plays, of picks. Really try to dial it in. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Let me see. So this past Saturday, terrible. 0-2, just on the top picks. And that's just how it's been on Saturdays for the most part. The week before was the free play Saturday, and it went 0-4. Now my top 2 plays on that day did cash for 2 monster plays, but still consistency on Saturday not there. Those numbers, got to dial it in. Or just lay off, which we will be doing on Saturday college basketball. We'll be going to the NBA or golf or something. We'll still talk about it here. I'll come on here with some free plays, but we'll advise everybody, take it easy on Saturdays. With that being said, let's see. NFL yesterday was one of the best games of the year, honestly. Super Bowl comes down to the final possession. The Matt Stafford thing, the no-look pass on the final drive, down 4 points, 3 minutes to go in the game on a third down, and he's over here throwing no-look passes to Cooper Kupp 15 yards down the field, pretty much to win the game. It's as clutch as I've seen in a long time, so shout out to him. Top play of the day, though, was the Cincinnati Bengals in the second half, live. I can't wait until the day that I can become an NFL coach. It drives me absolutely insane watching these games. These coaches are just relentlessly. Cam Akers, 1 yard gain right into the teeth of DJ Reader. Speaking of DJ Reader, my dude, not going to be watching this, but holy hell, what a phenomenal freaking game. I said on Twitter that it was going to be a battle of who won in the trenches, and mark my words, the two best players in that game were Aaron Donald and DJ Reader. I'll take it to the grave. He could have won MVP if the Bengals would have won that game. He was hitting Stafford every damn play, it felt like, in there, creating pressure and stuffing Cam Akers every run. Yet, Sean McVay decided we're going to continuously run the ball on first down for 1 yard and get behind the sticks. It was just terrible to watch on that end. But, hey, made us some money, so whatever. But besides that, Stafford to Kupp, final drive, 4 plays. Cooper Kupp had 4 catches heading into that final drive. They targeted 5 times on the final drive. Comes up with 4 catches, including the game-winning touchdown. A lot of people are going to be talking about the referees. That absolutely sucked the way the game ended. There wasn't really much involvement with the refs all game long, and then there's a lot of penalties there at the end. Obviously, recency bias, the last thing you saw is fresh on your mind. But it ended up being a balance, I guess. The Bengals in the second half, the Bengals offense did nothing. That Rams defense shut them down. Outside of a 75-yard touchdown pass where T. Higgins, just got away with an offensive pass interference, completely, blatantly obvious, yanked Jalen Ramsey's face mask away, 75-yard touchdown. Other than that, they did not score. They didn't do anything. So the Rams truly deserved that game every way, shape, or form. Both defenses. I'm sitting here, I'm watching the game. It's this classic Super Bowl party, and all these guys, everybody's watching these games. They're just short-term memory. They're talking about, man, the Rams might score 50. The Bengals can't stop them. The Bengals, yada, yada, yada. Matt Stafford, he started the game 11 for 13 for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. They're not stopping him. And all I said is, remember what happened last week? And all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah. Mahomes, the best quarterback in the game, absolutely dominated for a first half. Oh, man, I was about to say, Stephen Harrison over here said he couldn't hear me. I thought I was doing this whole time and couldn't hear me. All right, no, we're good. Okay, so back to that. The Bengals second half, they've done it week in, week out, and sure enough, they do it again. They figure them out. They start rushing 3, rushing 4, getting pressure with them, and really containing Kupp, which is shout out to that Bengals defense. They almost won the game out, for their team. That was phenomenal. Back-to-back weeks, the Chiefs and the Rams, 2 phenomenal offenses. They locked them in, locked them down, and entertainment was high, to say the least. I thought the Bengals, obviously people are going to look at the coaching, and I couldn't agree more. You got everyone's going to talk about the 3rd and 1 run to Samaje Perine. But my real issue comes on 2nd and 1. Like, what are you doing with these plays? Why are you running up the middle? Maybe one of the best plays of the game that no one's going to talk about was like a 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1 for the Rams. They line up, pack formation, put Cooper Kupp in motion, give him a quick handoff, and he gets the first down. The obvious 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 run plays up the middle are the worst plays in football. Drives me insane. And we saw it multiple times, especially out of the Bengals. Let me see. And OBJ, that's one of those. So, that's the classic thing I was saying. If, OBJ doesn't go down, who knows? That's the biggest question. You never know what's going to happen. Eli Apple was obviously the weak link of the game, as just about always. Here nor there, though, a phenomenal way to end the NFL season. For everyone that was on it, I'm very excited. And we'll be throwing some emails around, offered a couple discounts for the NBA or NCAA basketball season or golf. If you're into golf, I got some golf stuff as well. But with no further ado, let's get into NCAA basketball free play of the day. I think with that, football's done. Cooked until the NFL draft. We will have an NFL draft package because that's shit we love and make some serious bread on. But until then, football is done, out of the window, finito. College basketball, we're going to the rivalry in Blacksburg, Virginia tonight between Virginia Cavaliers and Virginia Tech Hokies. I think that this is a phenomenal matchup for these Virginia Tech Hokies. I will be taking a minus the 4.5 tonight. I have Virginia Tech as a far better team, both offensively and almost the same defensively. They take better shots. They've gotten a little bit unlucky, and the record shows that. I do not think that they are remotely the same team as Virginia. Virginia actually has a better record. I'm not falling for that. No way. Particularly about Virginia. They just come and we had them against Duke. Why did I have them against Duke? They guard the 2-point attempt very well. Duke likes getting inside and scoring. If they can play bully ball and play score inside as well as outside, they're pretty much putting you to bed. And that's what we've seen many times for Duke this year. Virginia was not the case. They couldn't hit the three, and, that's what Virginia gives you. They will give it to you and give it to you and give it to you until you beat them. Virginia Tech is the number 4 3-point shooting team in college basketball. They average 42% from three. That's playing against everybody at all times. And, even on the road, they're one of the best shooting teams. Never mind at home, where they are absolutely lights out. Going up against a Virginia team who, in the country, is number 354 in opponents' 3-point percentage on defense. And I don't think I need to say much more. Not only that, but Virginia Tech should also hit the glass pretty hard and get some of those long rebounds, creating more opportunities. As long as they don't turn the ball over, which they don't do. I really think across the board, this is one of the better matchups of the day. It's a 50-50 chance that this is actually going to be my top-tier play of the day. So if you're tuned in, it's been a little bit for NCAA basketball free plays, with football going on in golf. So I wanted to get you a good one here. I really love this play. I think it could be a top play of the day. There's a pretty damn good chance. So, hint, hint. Let's go Hokies. If anybody, let me see, doesn't have anything in the comments over here, I think we might chalk it up for a day. 15 minutes, not too bad. So, quick recap. Crush football. It's done. Golf. If you're into golf, anytime you see that keep it rolling thing down there in the bottom left, that will be golf information, golf stuff. So if you don't like golf, you can just skip right over it. But if you do like making money, give it a click. Check it out. Me and my boy Mob Dollars, we are a pretty damn good duo. We've been, friends for years. He's a golf guy, we bounce ideas off each other's heads week in, week out. And he's kind of like, finds the hot golfers, the guys that fit courses and things like that. And then I just use my numbers. And when they both, I'm on the same side. So a guy like Louis Oosthuizen was our top pick this week. It comes out on the right side. Very excited to get into that as golf season has officially started. We will be getting into the Genesis Open there. But shoot, I think that about does it. Basketball, waste management, golf, football. I'm Ghost Patrick. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you tuning in. And we will be back here tomorrow, no doubt about it. There's a ton of college basketball, and now that football is over, it is basketball season. So I'm excited, all jazzed up. Good luck. God bless. Grind on. Catch you back here tomorrow.